Alright. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders is next. I think this is the most disappointing one out of the three. It's probably, or the four. I think the first, I remember enjoying Cyber Chase. We'll get to that. But this one, rewatching this again, the music's not as good, except for one song. Groovy. Just us two, so groovy. And Scooby-Doo. That's the only one that it's stuck in my head now. But, story is, the gang are driving and their Mr. Machine goes like usual, and they stop at this small little town in New Mexico where they meet this guy named Lester, who at first I remember back in the day I thought was Snakebite Scruggs because they look exactly the same. Only he is voiced by not Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill voices Steve, who's one of three people working at a big satellite dishes. And he says he has pictures of aliens, their paintings, ones that he did, and then they meet up with these big green aliens, and it all leads to disappointment. So, yes. Same voice cast as if you have Mark Hamill playing a Steve. Kevin Michael Richardson plays the black guy. I don't know. I remember the guy's name. Not because he's black. It's because I don't remember his name. He doesn't really do much other than Fred and Shag help load motor oil into his truck. And at 41 minutes into this film, that's almost halfway through a 71 minute film, they reveal pretty much that it's not going to be real aliens. After going through all this, I seen them aliens. I got pictures, and they're showing the paintings and stuff, and seeing lights, and Stewie and Shaggy getting abducted. They pretty much tell us, wink right at the audience, and say, hey, that motor oil is the wrong kind for hydraulics. Hey, you're right. They had mud on their feet. Where did they find mud in the desert? Hey, that's true. Oh, I guess they're not real aliens after all. 41 minutes into the film, you already know who the bad guys are and that they're not really aliens. And I guess I did some research. I guess originally in Witch's Ghost, there wasn't going to be a real witch either, as they thought Zombie Island was too dark for making the zombies real, so they wanted to go back to the same formula. But I don't remember who it was, but one of the producers or something fought for there to actually be a witch in the other one. So they put actual aliens in this film, but they're good aliens. The bad aliens are fake, and the good aliens are real, because we can't scare children, so the aliens are real, but the good aliens, they don't want to hurt us, because we're not going to scare children. Nope, the evil aliens are fake. Yep, it's the three people who work, it's that Mark Hamill character, the black guy, and some other chick whose name I don't know, and they're after gold that they can't legally take because it's owned by the government, and so, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep. And I was really excited, because, I remember the trailer for this. It had, the X-Files, and I wasn't into the X-Files at the time. I didn't get to it until I was a teenager, but, maybe 18, 19 when I played reruns, I got into X-Files. Maybe my early 20s, actually. 20, 21. Before I moved out here. I know that, but, yeah, I remember that feel. They played a knockoff version of the X-Files theme in the background for the trailer. Aliens are coming. And I was like, okay, yeah, we did zombies, we did witches, and now we got aliens, and these aliens are greatly animated. They're these ugly green little fuckers. Not little, they're huge. But those end up being the fake ones. The real ones are blue. They're not ugly because the bad ones can be ugly because they're fake. The real ones, they have to look pretty and shiny and blue because we don't want to scare the kids. Listen here to anyone who thinks kids are sensitive and can't handle stuff like this. Go fuck yourself. Kids can handle scary. Look no further than what Nickelodeon has done with Are You Afraid of the Dark lately. 2 new versions of Are You Afraid of the Dark have come out. Both have had their scary kind of themes. Yes, they put a thing, discretion is advised for this program. But you don't need it. My son is 9 years old. Alright? He's been watching Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark since he was 7. 6, 7 years old. Alright? He can handle it. Any kid can handle it, alright? Kids, give kids more credit. They can handle more than you think they can. Especially kids from the early 2000s to the late 90s. Kids from my generation that grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. We can handle shit. Alright? I mean, they had a string of things that had real monsters in them in the 80s. Like, you had 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, right? And then you had the 3 other movies. Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. Okay, the Boo Brothers weren't bad. They were real ghosts, but they were good ghosts. The Ghoul School, again, not really bad. And the Reluctant Werewolf. I mean, Dracula was the only one who was bad, and he wasn't really that scary. My point, and I guess once they got to Zombie Island, they really did have sort of a scary thing, but that's what I loved about it growing up. 1998, I was 11 years old. Close to my son's age. He's going to be 10 this year. And I remember just being blown away by Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Watching through these, Witch's Ghost is still good. Still enjoyable. Yes, not, if it wasn't for the fact that there was still a real ghost, it would be disappointing. And there's this one. Yes, there's real aliens, but they're not a threat. In fact, they're Shaggy and Scooby's girlfriends, Crystal and Amber. And it's obvious there's something because she's acting like it's the 60s because they saw how Shag and Scoob were dressed and thought everyone dressed like that, so they're dressed like hippies too. Yeah. But it's fine. These first 4 are the better of the Scooby-Doo, because at least the animation, they had the same kind of animation. Well, I know that Cyber Chase is brighter than these ones, but the same kind of animation thing that kind of had it, make it a little bit darker toned. But yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna give it a 6. Because I gave Witch's Ghost a 7, right? Yeah, this is the 6. I remember Cyber Chase being pretty good. We'll see. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing when you're going through these and you see how good Zombie Island is, and then you go to Witch's Ghost and that was okay, not as good, but still okay. And then you get to this one and it's like, okay, they're really trying to hammer in that even though there might be real monsters, they're not a threat. And so we'll get to Cyber Chase, which is but isn't a real monster, and that's the next one, and we'll get to that. And then after Cyber Chase, I'm going to tell you this right now. After I do Cyber Chase, I got to go. I'm taking a break from the Scooby-Doo stuff so I can go back and finish the Pick 10 wild card. So I'm announcing that now. But, what are your thoughts on Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. The movie started playing again, and it's full screen. I forgot to mention that. I'll see you in the next one.